Is it steady? I think so. Hey, what's up guys, it's Jordan and I am back with another rushed video. If this doesn't like describe me in so many ways, I don't know what does. I look like a fucking disaster. But I said that I was gonna upload a video every single day this week, and by golly, I'm gonna do it. And by every day I mean like Monday through Friday. Because Saturday, Sunday, child, listen. No, I don't have time. I guess maybe I could if I don't. No, I don't have time. So yeah, this is Monday's video. Hello from me and my chai. I'm sorry that I look, you know what, I'm not sorry that I look crazy because I'm giving you realness. I'm giving you authenticity, okay? But for my first video, of my mini Vlogmas, I wanted to talk about something that I think is really relevant in 2020 and that I know that's happened. If you're gonna have to deal with me throwing this for Luna the whole entire video because she just keeps coming up and putting it on the bed and I just keep having to throw it to her. But anyway, something that I think is really relevant in 2020 and that's happened to a lot of people, and I think that just as you get older, like I'm 28, I'm almost 30, which is kind of weird to talk about and think about. But anyway, you know, as you get older, you start to grow out of friendships, grow out of relationships, and I just want to talk about why it's okay to lose friends in 2020, or like in general, okay? So I've lost a couple of friends this year, and I talk about this in my podcast, which has a new episode up today. Am I Crazy? Link in the description box. But I lost a couple of friends this year, some that I just like outgrew the friendship, you know, like, and then another where they like literally just like dropped me like a bad habit for some reason. And this was like somebody that I looked at as like a sister. We were very, very close. And then a couple of others that just kind of like faded away. And while it would be really easy to beat myself up about it and be like, you're the problem, blah, 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 and allow my codependency to take over, I think it's really important to remind ourselves that we are human beings and we're constantly changing and we're constantly growing, and it's okay to lose friends. And you don't hear that often. Like, you always hear people being like, oh, you know, there says something for, you know, like history and, you know, all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, there is, but like I had one friend in particular and she was one of my best friends like for years, but I always felt like she was judging me, like, and I come to find out that's how a lot of my friends felt about her. But like, I just always felt I felt like I couldn't be my authentic, genuine self. And I found that when I was around them, I started acting differently. I was negative, I was like kind of angry. And not to say that they're a bad person at all, and they're not. They're a great human being, and maybe one day, you know, maybe like we can come back together and have an understanding and whatever. And we didn't like have a falling out or anything. We just kind of stopped talking. And it's like, that's okay. You can lose friends and move on and grow, and that's just all part of being an adult. You know, a couple of other situations. I had a friend this year. Obviously 2020 was a very trying year, both for social justice and for like the pandemic and everything. And to her, everybody, first of all, I want to go ahead and say that everybody's definition of like, I don't know, action. Everybody's definition of action is different. You know, for some people, it's posting on Instagram every single day, you know, sharing links and sharing all this stuff on Instagram every single day. For other people, it's charity work. For me, I like to support creators, and I like to put money directly into people's pockets and like support artists. Like, that's what I do. That's kind of how that's my like way of taking action. And this individual, I guess, didn't think that I was doing enough, didn't think I was doing anything, and decided that I was no longer somebody that they thought that they should be friends with. And we didn't have a conversation, we didn't have anything. It took me being like, hey, I noticed that you unfollowed me, like, why? What's going on? And they just kind of went off about how I'm not a good person and how I, you know, I'm not this and that, and I don't do enough. And I was like, okay, like I keep all of my things behind, like I have things that I keep in my life that are very private. Chuck's just over here itching himself. Like, my relationship is one. Like, you don't really see Anthony in the vlogs or that much, and like, that's more for him. He doesn't like to be on camera. We don't take that many photos together. Like, my relationship is pretty private. And then, like, I'll talk about anything, but like, he, you know, he doesn't want to be front and center, so I respect that. I keep things like that, like my actions. I keep any charity work that I do, any donations I keep those private, because sometimes I feel as if people are just doing it for show, and I would rather do it, and I don't want anything that I come across ever to be just that I'm doing it for show. So I just keep it close to home, and I do things for the greater good in my own time, and I don't feel like I need to share it on social media every single day, because, and that's good for some people, that's how some people operate, but like I said, everybody's different. But, you know, and then losing that friendship like crushed me. I remember calling one of my other best friends, Erin, and I was just like bawling, and I was like, I don't know what I did. Like, and it's so funny because earlier in that week I had texted them, and I was talking about, hey, like, how are you, blah, 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 and she was like talking about how she just wasn't doing that great, and I was like, you know, you're an amazing person, like, take care of your mental health, like, I love you so much. And at that point, they had already decided that they didn't want to be my friend. And instead of just saying at that time, like, hey, like, I have a problem with this, like, can we talk about it, like, can we come to a, it was just like, no, like, you're useless to me, like, goodbye. And I was just like, okay. And that kind of sent me through a spiral and caused me to become like, kind of paranoid and think, 'cause she was saying that other people were saying things about me, so I cut out other people in my life from LA that probably didn't deserve to be cut out. And now it's like one of those things where it's like, well, it's a little too late. I don't even know how to go about that, like being like, hey, this is why. Like, that just, I don't know. Me and vulnerability, like, we don't work very well together. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't even know how to like kind of repair, I don't know. Anyway, that's besides the point. That was my fault. I shouldn't have done that. And then I find myself like defending myself of being like, well, you know, they could have texted me and been like I did with her and been like, hey, is something going on? Like, what's going on? And I would have answered and whatever. But it's my fault. I take full responsibility for it. But that's another friend that I lost. And in those situations, and I've heard about those situations happening for a couple people, like I have this friend on Instagram that had the same thing. She went on a vacation to like Cancun. I think she was in Cancun. I don't remember. And it starts with a C. And one of her friends was like, I hope that like you have time to, you know, share some social justice while you're on your vacation. And it's like, can people just not enjoy shit? Like, it's just like, she's very safe, she was wearing her mask, she was doing all this stuff, and it's just like, don't let other people's definition of like action and what you're not doing enough for you. Because for me, like, how do you even know what I'm doing? Social media is fake. And I'll say that right now, I do social media. My social media is pretty, I keep it pretty fucking real, like, hello. Messy bun, PJs, no makeup. I'm pretty honest, upfront and honest, but like, social media is just like a very small portion of somebody's life that you get to see, and for somebody to judge who you are, and that's another thing, like, the people that are your friends, they should know your heart, and they should know, like, oh, I just that, if you lose friends like that, honestly, you're better off without them, because fuck them, they don't know you, you know your heart. And you're better off with people that you don't need people that's negative energy. Like, that is so, and the one thing that we don't need in 2020 is negative fucking energy, okay? We got enough of it. We can't go nowheres. We can't do nothing. We had to cancel trips. I had to cancel a trip that I had planned for 2021, bitch. 2021, I was like, no, we'll be fine. We'll be good. Nope, Japan's like, no, we're not opening our borders. So I had to cancel that Japan trip for January. These negative ass people, like, it's just, I just feel like we need, and I hate it, we need to normalize, but I feel like we need to know that it's okay to lose friends. It's okay. Some people you're not meant to be friends with your entire life. Like, some people you're just not meant to be friends with your entire life. And like, just who's to say that now you're not talking, you get into an argument, or like with my first friend that I made an example out of, like we just kind of stopped talking, and it's like, who's to say that we can't be friends in like another year or a couple months, you know what I mean, when we both grown and maybe like whatever. And I still have love for that person, like, but who's to say? Now those people that cut you out of their lives, like the other friend, no, stay away from them. Because they obviously don't know you anyway. So like, you don't need, like I said, negative energy. Which brings me to another thing. You shouldn't feel bad about sometimes cutting people out. Like, genuinely, at that one person that I just talked about, that I was like, that was my fault. I genuinely do have remorse for that. I feel bad. And I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I shouldn't have. And see, that's, I take accountability, and that's me being like, I fucked up. But other people, like, I had one friend this year, and we weren't like really close friends. We were like kind of like, I don't know, because people define friendship different ways. Like me, I have a very different definition of friendship than some people might. But like somebody, like I never see you, you return text messages maybe every once in a while, we're not around each other that, like, to me, you're not, like, we're friends, but not like, we're not like, you know, like my fucking bestie, you know? And like, I just realized, I like to pay attention to the way people treat other people, and I was just like, this person is not in other people's corners, like, at all, really, and I kind of just stopped being their friend. And again, no falling out, no ill will, but it was just like, I need to preserve my energy, and I beat myself up for that. I was like, oh, you know, should I have blah, 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 and it's just like, it is okay to lose friends. You don't have to be friends with people forever. And as you grow older, like who I've been from 21 to 28 has changed like pretty drastically. Now, my core personality is kind of the same. But like when I was like 21 to like 25, I was doing some wild ass shit. I was like emotionally volatile, making bad decisions. I had a good heart, but like just wild as hell, not thinking, reckless as fuck, you know. And it's like, now I try to, you know, be a better person. I'm in therapy and shit. Been in therapy for over a year now. We working on it. And you just change so much. So, and if you change and your friends don't change, how do you expect to be their friend? How do you expect to they can't keep up with your growth? And some people are just bad for you, and you don't need to keep them around. That's your codependency. That's not friendship, that's codependency. That's your brain being like, I need to keep them around because I need to care about how they feel. No, you don't. No, you don't. If anything that I've learned in 2020, it's like, codependency isn't companionship, and codependency isn't love, and codependency isn't genuine friendship. It's codependency, and you need to tackle that a lot of the time. So, I just wanted to get on here and make this quick video. I've been wanting to make this video for a while and just let y'all know that if you've lost any friends in 2020 for some dumb fucking reasons or for some genuine reasons, it's okay. You're growing. We're growing. We're constantly learning. We're changing. We're doing all this stuff. And just don't beat yourself up over it. Because who knows? Maybe y'all come back around, be friends again, or maybe you're better off. Or maybe they're better off. And just because maybe you made a mistake doesn't make you a bad person either. We're human beings. So that's why it's okay to lose friends as you age, or just lose friends in general. So, sorry about the quick video. I'm not sorry about the appearance, because this is what you get a lot of the time. I just woke up, threw my hair up in a bun, went to go deposit some money, got myself a chai, and I was like, let me record this video. So now I'm gonna edit it, I'm gonna put it up, and yes, day one, mini Vlogmas. My other ones, I'm gonna try to have more put together, but at least I've got the video up. At least I fucking did it, right? Yes. Anyway, guys, it's gonna stop recording. So yeah, if you like this video, if you like me, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, you know. You can follow me on Instagram, where I'm an Insta Thought, and you can learn how to be an Insta Thought too at jordangabrielles. You can listen to my podcast, Am I Crazy, which has a new episode out today. And it's all about where I've been, the mental health struggles that we've all been facing in 2020, losing friends. What else did I fucking talk about? Shit, we're just talking about stuff, you know? And then Drop Dead Gorgeous, true crime paranormal podcast, new episode coming out on Wednesday. Gonna have to record that tomorrow and do my research today. So yeah, guys. Oh, gorgeous spelled Goregeous. There's also a Instagram for Drop Dead Gorgeous. It's DDG Podcast. I think it should be DDG Podcast. If you can't find it, you can go to Jordan Gabrielles, and I have it linked in my bio, I believe. If not, I'll have it done today. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. Happy holidays. Fill yourself with positivity and joy. Don't let the haters get you down. And yeah, love ya. Bye.